Hi you guys, welcome to Tub Time. I had a bite of a brownie, and then I got a hold of my girlfriend Darlene in Newfoundland. Anyway, more time goes by and Darlene says, Lisa, it's like 1:45 or something like that. Jesus, why? I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up in the morning. Well, fuck, I may as well just finish the brownie. What's the point of me having this stupid ass brownie? It's not doing anything. I'm just like, it's just chocolate, right? So anyway, I took the last piece of brownie and I'm all right, well, take care, love ya, see you later, bye, whatever. And then, all of a sudden it hit me. Well, I laid over the toilet and I'm like cuddling the porcelain god around the house, and I'm like, I don't even want to be here. I just want to I want to get out of here. My bed is downstairs, you guys. I could hardly walk. It was like I was a brand new baby learning how to walk. I was holding on the rail the whole way, and you guys, I was not walking like this. I was walking like As I got to bed, I didn't even put on my pajamas. I didn't take my clothes off. I didn't pull the sheets down. Nothing. I just laid right on top of the bed. All I remember is putting my head on the pillow and going, oh dear God, please let this be over. Which tub time is this? Who knows? I had to stop counting them, you guys, because it was just getting out of control. So what I've decided to do, and I think you may have noticed the last time or the time before, I'm not too sure when I started it, but I'm just labeling them now according to what is on the cover of the magazine. So this one here is Berry Tasty. So that's going to be the name of this Tub Time video. So yeah. And this one here gears toward Halloween, because we are in the month of October right now. So here we go. And sorry if I sound a little bit echoey. I'm actually in a hotel right now in Edmonton, and I am in the bathroom, and it's really, really like, ooh, hollow in here. Yeah, so welcome aboard, you guys. Cheers. Cheers and tables, you guys. Cheers and tables. So I'm going to put on my glasses, and there's water droplets on them already. Crapper. Here we go. And I have to shave after. I think I'm going to start sitting in the tubs. When I do my tub time from now on, I think I'm going to be sitting in the tub this way, because when I sit the other way and I kind of have to turn toward the camera and stuff, it's kind of hard because I'm holding that twisted position for too long, and then I end up with a bad back. So yeah, and I rarely ever have problems with my back. When I'm twisted like that for like half an hour, however long the video takes, man, that's a little bit on my lower back, eh? But anyway, let's see. What do I want to talk about today? So I was supposed to meet up with a friend in Edmonton, and it didn't work out, and we were going to do a video and stuff. So I'm really, really hoping, and you know who you are if you're watching this video, I'm really, really hoping that someday down the road I will be able to see this person and do a video or two with, and hopefully a mukbang and maybe something else. Who knows? Let's see what the future has in store for us. But anyway, so back to Life is Better, Downhome, with my beautiful magazine here, you guys. Oh, my butt's stuck again. So anyway, I did dog ear some pages here for me to read to you guys. And I did notice that my picture of me holding the Downhome magazine in Costa Rica did not show up still. So I don't know. I'm going to have to travel somewhere again, I guess. Yes. Okay, so anyway, let's start with, why is that? Expert answers to common life questions. Where does the phrase skeletons in the closet come from? October 31st will soon be here with a parade of black cats, bats, and other symbols of creepiness. You might very well be hauling skeletons out of your closet if that's where you happen to store your Halloween decorations. But why do we say someone has a skeleton in their closet or cupboard if you're in the UK, if they're trying to hide a shameful secret? We've done some digging and tried to unearth the origins of this spooky saying. According to the UK's National Archives, doctors and medical students in the 18th century studying anatomy often relied upon body snatchers to provide them with a fresh supply of cadavers. Ew. Oh, the passing of Britain's Anatomy Act of 1832 helped put a nail in the coffin of this macabre. Is that how you say it? Macabre? macabre profession. One popular theory is that doctors would keep the skeletal remains concealed in a cupboard, either for further research or to evade possible punishment. But the evidence to support that theory is lacking. Let's see. Okay, so another person. Let's see. The name. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Anatoly Lieberman, who teaches in the Department of German, Nordic, Slavic, and Dutch at the University of Minnesota, says a peek into the periodical notes and queries provides some insight into how this phrase entered the public consciousness. Such big words, come on. As early as 1850, Lieberman says someone wrote the journal to ask about the origin of the saying, "There is a skeleton in every house." The editor responded that the phrase came from an Italian story translated in the collection Tales of Humor, Gallantry, and Romance. Ooh, what? No doubt the phrase was in some form known earlier. Today, we can hardly imagine Thackeray's popularity. Everybody read everything he wrote, and what is more important, remembered everything. Okay. Why does pepper make us sneeze? Pepper is tasty and adds just the right amount of zip to our food. But a little can go a long way. A lot can make you go running for Kleenex. Why does pepper make us sneeze? It appears the chemical pepperine is to blame, or pepperine, I'm not too sure which one it is. That act of sneezing is the process by which our body expels irritants from the throat and nasal cavity. It's our nose's way of giving dirt, dust, and other pesky particles the boot, so to speak. As for what part pepperine has to play, the U.S. Library of Congress has sniffed around and shared their findings on their website. Pepper, be it white, black, or green, contains an alkaloid of pyridine called pepperine. Pepperine? I'm going to say it's pepperine. Pepperine just doesn't sound right. Pepperine acts as an irritant if it gets into the nose. It stimulates or irritates the nerve endings inside the mucous membrane. That stimulation will cause you to sneeze. Actually, the nose wants to kick out this irritant, and the only way it knows how to do this is by sneezing. We often use pepper when it's fine on the ground, so it's easy for it to find its way up our nose where it tingles our nerve endings, triggering an achoo and sending air rushing out at about 100 miles per hour. What? Really? Really? Did you guys ever hear that when a person is like, sometimes when a person lies, I guess the blood vessels or something like that in the nose or something, they're the first things to react to someone who's telling a lie or making up a story or something. And that's why a lot of times when people are telling lies and stuff, they rub their noses. Yeah, I heard that. Did you guys hear that? Yeah. Okay, that's amazing. The American pocket shark is 5.5 inches long and glows in the dark. Initially, it was found back in 2010. The news was recently announced in the journal Zootaxa. What? 5.5 inches? Aw, that's like a piranha. Oh my God. Flight-footed, taking off from Sangatte, France, a man was able to cross the English Channel using a flyboard powered by a kerosene-filled backpack. He had to make one refueling pit stop halfway between the countries. The journey was 22 miles, which he did in 22 minutes. Wow! 1 minute a mile? That's crazy. Okay, insurance, out of this world. An insurance company in Altamont Springs, Florida, has a new insurance policy that people can buy, alien abduction insurance. Already, thousands of people have taken out policies. However, an alien abduction will have to be proven to get a payout. Oh, well, I'm not spending my money on that. Well, not in the States anyway. Okay, let's see. Record-making ride. A man from Hungary recently made headlines when he was awarded a Guinness World Record for the most countries visited in 24 hours by mail on a bicycle. It took some planning, but with a small bag of essential tools, including a GPS, a camera, and sushi made by his mom, he pedaled his way through Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Austria, Hungary, Slovenia, and Croatia. Holy crap! Okay, bird-brained. Research from the University of Exeter suggests that one way to ensure that gulls won't swoop down and steal your food is to just stare them down. If the bird thinks it's being watched, it's more reluctant to make a grab for your chips. Ooh, okay, let's see what else. You guys, there's another story here by Paul Warford. I'm pretty sure I've read one every single time. I think so. I'm pretty sure. Paul Warford. He looks so sweet. He got glasses like this. Okay. By Paul Warford. From an island to an island. My wife and I paid a much-needed visit to the in-laws, an opportunity for her to gush about her mother's cherry tree and the freshness of the Malpeque oysters. Andy loves this place. Andy is his wife. She loves this place as many of us love our homelands, and nothing leaves her more excited than the slopes and soda shops of Prince Edward Island, also called PEI. Me, I can take it or leave it. The people are lovely, as are the crops, but this island isn't my island. I always need time to adjust to the lowing cattle. Lowing cattle? What does that mean? Lowing cattle? Does that mean they're like mooing? I don't know. Is it mooing cattle? And roads without turns. Andy, meanwhile, was determined to make the most of her time with her 4 young nieces. Before we scrambled to pack a bag or hail a taxi, Andy detailed a loose itinerary filled with vaguely dangerous activities like launching kayaks and riding roller coasters. She intended to treat the little ones to a day of shining waters, one of the many humble and enticing amusement parks that lined the decorated drag of Cavendish. But first, T-ball. The girls had a game on our first night in town. Their mother was manager and referee. Their father was a loosely affiliated first base coach. I've never been much of a sports fan. I apologize to readers who follow the Jays, pray for the Leafs, and lionize the Raptors. But if you ask me, T-ball is 1,000 times more entertaining than baseball. I don't know why they're not televising it. T-ball reminds me of Aussie rules football, which plays out like hybridization of American football, rugby, and an utter lack of rules. Andy's nieces and the other neighborhood kids would whack the ball after my sister-in-law had turned their bodies to face the outfield. Then they'd run around meandering this way and that. Sometimes they'd leave the baseline entirely to go wave at their mothers in the bleachers. I could watch that all day. I had to stifle my laughter to avoid embarrassing them or myself. Shining Waters was a real extravaganza. Cecily, the third daughter, got frightened of the witch's cave and asked me to lead her through as I fearlessly led her my hand. These are just mannequins in scary makeup. I was a little fearless when it was time to board the roller coaster. Still, I didn't enjoy the corkscrew near the end of the run, which hurtled us toward the crushed stone surface. I rode it twice and considered my work done. On our last night in town, Andy and I visited Old Home Week, an event much like any other hometown summertime festival. I missed all 3 shots with my cork gun, failing to win my wife a plush bear. Andy said we had to bet on the stallion and watch from the rail ringing the track. I paid attention to their names. I had a good feeling about the horse still owing. It really spoke to me. I put down $10 that he'd win, and he did. I didn't realize the race was over right away and had to ask, did I just win? Andy said that I had, so I whooped and hollered until I noticed everyone staring at me. Andy bet on a horse named Should Have Been a Clown. Soon after, we heard a spectator say, better name would be Should Have Been a Donkey. Her horse didn't place, but we had the vacation she wanted. My favorite moment was watching her ingest oysters, her favorite food, farmed fresh that day from Black Point and DuPont. Oh, I like his stories. They're just so down to earth, you know? Just like. Oh. Newfoundland Time by Michelle Barrett. Oh, She's up in Fort McMurray, Alberta, you guys. Aww. My husband and I got married just over a year ago on August 27, 2018. It was a time. We both grew up in small towns, but never met until we were in Fort McMurray. One day, a few years in, he asked me to marry him. I believe my exact words were, "Hell no," but in my heart, I knew there was no one else. There was no question of where. It was to be my dad's wharf. Mom asked me what the guys were wearing, as they would buy something for Dad to match. "I assume your father is giving you away," she explained. I told her he could wear the suit of oil clothes. Well, he bought himself a shiny new set. I owe all credit to my sister Jamie Sue for my beautiful hand jigger bouquet, my to-be husband Chris for the crab pot chandelier, and to everyone else who pitched in to decorate. I may have just been 20 minutes late to my own wedding, but that's because I couldn't find my rubbers. The wedding went off without a hitch besides us. As I replied, "Yes, bye," instead of "I do." We ate a massive meal by Woman of the Sea. A shout out is required for this hardworking lady and her crew. As the fog rolled in and the sky clouded over, we danced and celebrated our time. Well into the wee hours of the morning to the wonderful sound of Peter Jacobs and underneath our first crab pot chandelier. Oh, that sounds so nice. So there's a picture of her and her husband in the boat, and down below is her and her dad. Hopefully I can zoom into that. In the yellow submarine. Folklorist Dale Jarvis has an important message to share about some mythical beasts in our midst. As Halloween draws near, I am pleased to present this mythical monster manual in the interest of public safety. Generations of Newfoundland and Labrador children have been rightly warned to not wander off in the woods or for fear of being snatched up by the fairies, and everyone knows you should never fall asleep on the couch after a dirty big feed. Oh yeah, lest the old hag perch upon your chest and leave you immobilized. But what would you do if confronted by creatures with fearsome tooth, bearing weapons of destruction, magical powers, and terrifying laughter? You, gentle reader, might not stand a chance. So here are some examples of some of these old folklore mythical beasts. Placenta Bay seahorse. That one there. I'm not going to say too much about it, but I'm just going to say for the history, the story behind it. In 1900, 4 men from Placentia Bay found themselves confronted by an ugly, mouth-frothing monster that seemed intent upon the complete destruction of their boat. It proceeded to gnaw, pull, and pound on the craft, sending splinters of wood flying. The fishermen fought back with axes and oars, and the battle lasted for over an hour before the beast vanished beneath the bloodied waves. Ooh, that's creepy, man. And then we have the Crust Man and Old Smiley. Ooh. Old Smiley. Let's see. Historical notes. Do you see his mouth? Look at that. Ew. It is unknown if this figure is a ghost or a type of fairy creature, but it was reported in the early 20th century to a local minister by a man who had a run-in with it while walking towards the town of Trinity Bay. The man had seen a stranger far behind him in the path and stopped to drink at a pool of water. When he looked down into the water, he saw the reflection of the stranger, who only moments before had been far off in the distance. Ooh. When he looked up, the stranger flashed his terrifying smile before vanishing, convincing the man to never walk that path alone ever again. Ew, we got red eyes, we got spring legs. Okay, I'll read about spring legs. Can be identified by its high-pitched, sinister laugh. Bystanders should be aware of flying sparks caused by its supernatural leaping. What? I gotta move on, you guys. I gotta move on. But it's Halloween, so I'm kind of like, but this one looks good. Hunting for a hunt? Question. In the spirit of the season, Tobias Romaniuk, I read a story that he wrote before too, seeks expert tips on where to look for a ghost. Oh, ow. I gotta say that again. Let's try that again. St. John's has so many ghosts that you can, on a summer's evening, get a guided tour of downtown's haunted buildings as your costumed host tells chilling, true stories. Come October, the tours have stopped running, but the hauntings continue. We spoke with a couple of paranormal, knowledgeable people who could point us in the best direction to find a ghost, if we're brave enough to go looking. First off, we need to clear something up. Not all ghosts are ghosts. Ghosts fall under the larger umbrella of paranormal activity and are usually associated with deceased individuals. Whether real or imagined or entirely made up, John likes a good ghost story. Among his favorites are the ghost of Dobbin's Garden on Bell Island and the ghost of Henry Candy, who watches over the Admiralty House Communications Museum in Mount Pearl. Electrocuted to death during the operation time of the communications base, he watches over the annex building located next door to the museum. This is where he died. Ooh. As for the best place to see a ghost, head east, says John, all the way to Cape Spear, where he's had several spooky encounters. There is no place on earth as fruitful to would-be ghost hunters as Cape Spear, Newfoundland. They recently renovated and made things more safe down there. Safe from ghosts? Okay, Carrot Cake by Andrea Maunder? Look at that. Look at that yumminess right there. Carrot Cake, oh my God. Anyway, she is the owner and creative force behind Saucy and Sweet, homemade specialty foods and catering. People often say to me, I love her hair, by the way. Man, I love that. Shoulder length, curly, and the red color. Oh, I think that red actually looks like the same red that I may have had in my hair when I got married, I think. Anyways, now I'm all natural gray. People often say to me they could never be baking all the time because they'd be too tempted to eat too many sweets. And I always reply that the funny thing is that when you're around baked goods all the time, you feel less tempted to overindulging simply because they become a part of the scenery for you. There are a couple of exceptions. I never get tired of my scones, even though I made about 15,000 of them this summer. My coconut cream pie is another, light and barely sweet with flaky pastry. Oh, I would really like that. I've been perfecting my carrot cake for nearly 4 decades, and I have to say, wow, 40. What? She's 40 years old, so say she started, oh my God, were you 5 when you started baking? She looks so young. Okay, so you guys, her carrot cake recipe is here. Also her cream cheese Italian buttercream frosting is in this book, you guys. And if you can freeze that picture, you go ahead and you make that carrot cake and that awesome frosting. But, you know, buy the magazine. Oh, where's my page? Oh, crap. Okay, so that was that. So the last one that I'm going to read you guys is First Timer's Guide to Cannabis Edibles, Edible Marijuana Products. So you guys, you know, it's been a year. It's been a year since cannibal. Oh my God. It's been a year since cannabis was legal. Okay, marijuana is legal in Canada. You can smoke it and whatnot, but they did not allow edibles, which is being able to put the marijuana or whatever into food and sell it. So now apparently it's this month, exactly a year from when weed was legal. Apparently it's going to be legal, the edibles, selling edibles. So let's just read and see what they have to say. Edible marijuana products, baked goods, so to speak, are set to become legal in October with public availability. Oh, and it's 2019, you guys. FYI, 2018, weed became legal. 2019 is now this book here, and it's talking about the edible marijuana products. Okay? Are set to become legal in October with public availability expected by December. For all of you who remain weed curious but don't want to inhale, smoke, or swallow a pill to get your buzz on, this is what you've been waiting for. While details on product availability remain somewhat foggy, we're not sure if there will actually be legal pot brownies for sale. I'll drink to that. You guys, I'm going to put a couple little things in here where I have done some weed, and I don't know what they're called. What do they call it? I think they're called cards. Anyways, it's going to appear at the top and like a cross, and I'm going to put 2 there because there's 2 times that I tried edibles. You guys, weed brownies. Holy shit. What a trip. Times 2. Okay. Anyway, Where am I? Okay. Okay. Companies like Canopy Growth, the parent company of weed retailer Tweed, has stated that they will have THC-infused chocolates for sale as well as beverages. The choice to make mind-altering chocolates is somewhat apt, as Canopy Growth head offices in Ontario are in the former Hershey Chocolate Factory. What? Excuse me. With a bit of retooling and renovation, they are now putting the former candy factory to a higher purpose. Nice pun. For a first timer trying a cannabis edible, she says a cautious, slow approach is best. You guys, that is how I screwed up. Well, oh my God, was there more than... That'll be another story time. Okay, for a first timer trying a cannabis edible, she says a cautious, slow approach is best, in part because it takes an hour or more to feel the effects of edible cannabis. Taking more because you don't feel the effects can lead to the unpleasant experience of getting too high once the edible's effects do kick in. You guys, okay, I may as well just tell you the story. That's what happened to me. So what happened was I was talking to my girlfriend Darlene, and if you guys click on the video, the thingy up top there, whatever, the card or whatever, and there's one there, what is it, Costa Rica with Darlene, or wait, trying weed or wait, weed is legal in Canada or something like that. Anyways, so we were heading to Costa Rica, and I brought some edible brownies with me, and we tried it, and I got whacked. Anyway, another time. So I did some, and Sean and I did, I think it was the spaghetti video? Oh my God. Anyways, it was just ridiculous. So, anyway, another time, okay, so I was all by myself, and I had a brownie, and it was a good sized brownie, okay, and, anyway, my husband was at work, I think, and I was by myself, and, so anyway, I had a bite of a brownie, and then I got a hold of, my girlfriend Darlene in Newfoundland. And so anyway, I was telling her I had a bite of this brownie, right? And so time had gone by. So we're talking, and it's like FaceTime, so we could actually see each other and stuff. And anyway, we're talking and stuff. And I had plans to do, like, go out and plant a tree in the yard. I had plans to do, like, another video and stuff like this. Like, this was only early in the evening. It was probably only, like, probably 6 o'clock or something in the evening, 5, maybe 6 o'clock in the evening. And so anyway, and it wasn't going to be dark till like 9 o'clock or something, so I had like hours, right? So anyways, I ended up having one bite of the brownie, which was about 1/4 of the brownie. So say the brownie was like this big, say that big. I took a bite. I took a good bite. So anyway, I was talking to Darlene. I started talking to her probably half an hour. I'm going to say about half an hour after I had that. Anyway, we were on the phone for a good while, and meanwhile I was setting things up because I was doing a lobster video. That's what it was. I was doing a lobster video, and or I was going to do a lobster video. And so anyway, we were talking and stuff, and I had things all set up and whatever. And then anyways, I said to Darlene, "Oh my God, I don't know where I put my camera." And she's like, "What do you mean you don't know where you put your camera?" And I'm like, "Seriously?" And meanwhile, I was giving her a tour of the yard, the front yard, the backyard, the house, stuff like that. And I was showing her around the kitchen and all this stuff, you know. And so anyway, I'm like, "I don't know where to put my camera." So anyway, she's like, "Okay, well, let's just take a walk." So we ended up walking, doing everything, the exact same thing that we did before. And anyway, she's like, "No, we already checked that, and no, we already checked that," and all this stuff. And we just kept kind of going around in circles and stuff. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out. Oh, and I also showed her my room where I do my videos and stuff. At least I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. And so anyway, time was just going by, you guys. And anyway, so during this time, I was telling her, like, I'm not feeling anything from this brownie, right? So I said, "Okay, well, I'm going to take another bite." And she's like, "Oh, okay, take another bite." So I took another bite, and now, mind you, it's probably been well over an hour, and I'm still not feeling anything. Probably about an hour and a half. I'm going to say about an hour and a half into me eating this brownie. So anyway, more time goes by. You guys were on the phone for the longest time. Like, for me, it was only early. In Newfoundland, it's 3.5 hours later. So for Darlene, we're starting to get to like 1 o'clock in the morning for her. So anyway, So anyway, more time is going by, I'm feeling absolutely nothing. We're still talking and stuff, you know, having a good laugh, talking about shit, talking about when we were in Costa Rica, talking about going back again, talking about our friends going with us, and just all these things. We're just gabbing and gabbing and gabbing. And anyway, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to take another bite of brownie. So this is my third bite of brownie. I've only got 1/4 of this brownie left, and whatever. So anyway, we're talking a bit more and stuff like that, and I'm still telling her, I'm not getting anything, and I don't understand, because you guys, it's not like chunks of weed in this brownie. This is like can of butter, which is, you bake the weed in the oven. It's called carboxylating. It's like on 200 degrees Celsius, and then you leave it in there, like on a pan for over about an hour or so, depending on your situation. But mine was in the oven. Normally it's supposed to be 200 for about an hour or something like that, but because I had made this butter out camping and I didn't have 200 on my machine, I put it on 250, and the stupid microwave kept going off, and it was just hell anyway. Or what was the connection of it? Anyways, I was having a hell of a time. I don't know how long I baked this shit for, but anyway. And then I took that weed and I threw it into a pot, and I threw in a great big pound of butter, you know. And anyway, that butter is what I used, okay? So it was like straight up can of butter put in this friggin' weed brownie. So anyway, more time goes by, and Darlene says, Lisa, it's like 1:45 or something like that. Jesus, bye, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up in the morning. She had some kind of an appointment, I think, or something. And I'm like, well, fuck, I may as well just finish the brownie. What's the point of me having this stupid ass brownie? It's not doing anything. I'm just like, you know, it's just chocolate, right? So anyway, I took the last piece of brownie, and I'm like, okay, and then we're on the phone for another 15 minutes or so, and I think it was about 2 o'clock. Then I let her go, and I said, all right, well, take care, love ya, see you later, bye, and whatever. And then, all of a sudden it hit me. Well, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. You guys, I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't. I was tripping. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? What's going on? Holy fucking shit. And you guys, I was so fucked up. Oh my God, I ended up, I thought I was going to be sick. I thought if I threw up the brownie that I would feel better. I laid over the toilet, and I'm like cuddling the porcelain God, praying to Jesus that I would throw up, and no, I couldn't throw up. And I'm like, this got to end. I can't take it. This is ridiculous. I hate this. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I was just freaking out, you guys. And like, I was looking around the house, and I'm like, I don't even want to be here. I just want to I want to get out of here. I didn't know what to do. I was like freaking out. And I couldn't sit down. I couldn't stay still. And all I'm thinking is, you know, I think I just want to go to bed. I just got to go to bed. I got to go to sleep. And when I wake up, I'll be better. I just got to go to bed, right? So anyway, my bed is downstairs, you guys. I could hardly walk. So anyway, I'm leaving the kitchen, and I'm walking toward the closet, or not the closet, I'm walking toward the hallway, which leads down to a couple little stairs, and I got to go around the corner and then down the main stairs to get down to the bedroom. You guys, it was like I was a brand new baby learning how to walk. I could barely get to the stairs. When I got to the stairs, I was holding onto the handrail, and I was praying to Jesus that I would not break this handrail and rip it off the damn wall. So I got down a few steps, and I'm like, oh, thank God, thank God. And I turned on every single light in the house. When I woke up in the morning, every single light was still on in the house. So I went to bed, so I went downstairs, and I was holding on the rail the whole way. And you guys, I was not walking like this. I was walking like this, and hanging on. Oh my God, I was so scared, so friggin' scared. Anyway, you guys, I got to bed. I didn't even put on my pajamas. I didn't take my clothes off. I didn't pull the sheets down, nothing. I just laid right on top of the bed. And usually when I go to bed, my ritual is, I got my iPad there, and I put my earbuds in, and I watch my iPad, and I just fall asleep, you guys. It doesn't keep me awake. I fall asleep. I didn't even do that. I couldn't. All I remember is putting my head on the pillow and going, oh dear God, please let this be over. And then I woke up. And I think when I woke up, I was still a little bit like messed up. But I think I woke up, I think it was about 9 o'clock. I think it was just before my husband came home from working. And oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible, you guys. And so anyway, I didn't tell Darlene that story. Darlene, I hope you watch this video. Oh my God. Anyways, so yeah, I got really messed up, and anyway, I honestly think I got messed up worse than I was when I was with Darlene in Calgary. But anyway, I ended up telling Sean about what happened, and he said, okay, that's it. You're not allowed to have any weed without me anymore. No brownies without me anymore. You have to let me give you brownie, and I'm going to like, what is it? Not moderate. I'm going to. Anyway, he said, I'm going to be your keeper. I'm going to be the keeper of the brownie, is what he said. And so anyway, the next time that we did it, I had a bite of brownie, and that's all I had, and that was enough. And I felt good, and we had a laugh, you guys. Oh my God, that spaghetti video. Oh my God, I had such fun. And the editing, you guys. So when I do the videos and stuff, and I have to edit so much out because, it takes about an hour and a half to make a good video, because you want a lot of footage in there. And then you can take out stuff. And then you can, if you want, you can repeat something that's funny or reverse something that you like, or, or you take little bits of clips and you put it to the beginning so it catches the people's attention when they start watching it and stuff like that. Anyways, you guys, I laughed so hard at that spaghetti video. I think I may have been sitting on the bus going to work when I was laughing so hard, and my husband was sitting beside me, and it was just priceless. My God, I had such a good time. Oh my God. So anyway, you guys get the edited version, and I hope you like it. I hope you watch it. It was so friggin' funny. Oh my Jesus. But anyway, guys, listen. This is the end of this story time with the Downhome magazine and hide and seek. This here is my absolute favorite. I love this. I like this way better than crossword puzzles, because I find a lot of crossword puzzles I just feel like I'm dumb. I just don't feel that bright when I do crossword puzzles unless they're really simple. And also Sudoku. I think, is there a Sudoku in here? Yes, there is a Sudoku in here, and I like doing those too. My girlfriend Vanessa and I always used to do Sudoku at work when I used to work in the Steam Day many years ago. Vanessa and I used to work together, and one of our buddies also used to work there too. And we would, you guys, some shifts were so long, if you're waiting for something else to come in to get steamed or whatever. So anyway, we would have Sudoku races. So we would all have a Sudoku book, and we would all have races, and it was so fun. We would kill time. It was, oh, what a good laugh. I remember years ago, you guys, I used to do, not the crosswords, but the search word ones with one of my exes, and he used to get so freaking pissy. Maybe I told you guys that. He'd freaking take my book and throw my book across the room, make me go get it, so that he could try to get more and stuff like that, but I always won. Sucker. Anyway, you guys, listen. Oh my God, I never told you the story about my hair. You guys, my hair's not wet. Look at it. The bottom's a little bit wet. Right here, right to there. But this is not wet. Look how greasy that is. Look at that. You guys, I went to a barber shop to get my hair washed because we were out camping, and I went to get my hair washed. It's called a blowout, right? So I walked in, and this guy, his business or whatever, it says salon and barbershop, or barbershop and salon or whatever. And there's a picture of a man with a beautiful haircut, a young guy, and a picture of a woman with a really nice hairstyle. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll walk in and see if I can just get in, because barbershops usually you can just walk in. So anyway, I walked in, and he was doing somebody's hair, and I'm like, so I'm just wondering if you could like maybe just wash my hair and dry it, maybe like just curl it a little bit or something. I said, nothing fancy. I'm camping, and I just want my hair done, just so I don't need to worry about it today. And anyway, he says, oh yeah, okay. So anyways, I went in, and so anyway, I don't know what is, so, okay, normally, right, you would get your hair washed, you would get your hair, you would get a wash and a conditioner, right? And then sometimes they put like maybe some kind of leave-in conditioner or something in it, right? So anyway, first he put something in my hair. I don't know what it was, but I'm like, that's definitely not soapy. You know how you can tell when it's soapy? You can feel the sudsiness. It was not soapy. I don't know what the hell it was that he put in my hair. And then he put the soap in, or the shampoo, and then he put the conditioner in. That smells so good. That conditioner. Oh man, I should have actually bought some. It smells so good. Anyways, and then, so he shook the shit out of my hair, shook it, and then brought me over to the chair and combed my hair, and Jesus, I have like half a head of hair left. He ripped, I don't know how much hair out of my head. Anyway, and then he had some kind of oil, and I can't remember for the life of me what the name of this oil was, but anyway, he squeezed like this oil into his hand, and he went like this, and then he's like putting all this friggin' oil in my hair, and he's like, gee, like this, and then he's rubbing it again with the towel and stuff, and then he gets the hair dryer, and he's got the brush and the hair dryer, and he's like doing this and doing this and doing this. You guys, my hair is nothing but grease. I don't know. I think he was trying to blow dry the grease that was in my hair. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. But anyway, that was yesterday. Now today, I am here and I am in the bathtub, and you guys, I had to pick up some travel stuff, right? So I got Fructis, Garnier Fructis, not sponsored. I have, what is this? Nourishing Coconut Milk Conditioner by, I don't know, OGX or something like that. And then in the tub, I have Dial Yogurt Body Wash, which I absolutely love. And it is body wash, but I throw it into the tub. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to wash and condition my hair like you have no idea. And take care, you guys. Bye! Woo!